ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video today. First and foremost, I am going to be sharing something that I have yet to share on my channel until today. So here we go. I am a webcam model. I am in the adult entertainment industry and have been in and out of it for a couple years now. Not really going full throttle. I just didn't think that I was ready at that point. I had some apprehensions about how it would affect myself spiritually, because that's how I drive off of my spirituality. So, you know, that was definitely a question. How's God gonna look at me? But I know that our Father is an understanding God, and so I pretty much was like, cross that bridge when I get there, and let me go ahead and do what I need to do, because I'm a grown woman, you know. So let me just share my first day on the first campsite I'm going to talk to you about, because I am Tropical Storm on LiveJasmin. I am Exotic Vision on Streamate, and I am Nina Meeks on MyFreeCams. So LiveJasmin, that was the first site that I ever went on, and one of my guy friends was telling me that I should do it because I was having a hard time, you know, landing something, you know, a job. So it was just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. He's like, well, try this, you know, try these two sites. So I was like, okay, alright. Didn't do it for a while, even though I had known about it for a while. But when I finally did go on, I went through the application process. I uploaded my pictures, like identification and everything. I got approved because I was concerned due to, like, I have a smaller frame, but I have, you know, little extra hair and basically on my stomach. So I'm going to show my stomach, and this is just to show that you don't have to be like super skinny, model-less type of female to get on these sites. So that's my humble self showing my big stomach. But anyway, I did my first show. I don't know when. I probably waited like 2 days before I actually went out after I got approved. Let's see. First day was cool. You get a lot more traffic when you're new. I started to see that because some people want to take advantage of the fact that you're new and you really don't, you know the rules like that, or you don't know what you're not supposed to do, and you're just willing to do what you think you're supposed to do. So that's, I think, all across the board. Customers will try you. So I got on, I had my music, because I'm like, I'm going to listen to music, I'm going to have a good time, and that's basically what I did. I was nervous my first time around, but somehow the customers kind of make you feel like more comfortable. LiveJasmin, you have to start off doing your shows at about, I think it's 98 cents when you're first a new model, but it goes by so quick because that's just the promotional period. They want people to get to know you. A lot of guys are coming in, oh, let me see the new models, because it's not costing them as much. But other than that, LiveJasmin was pretty cool. The only thing I don't like about LiveJasmin, or Streamate for that matter, is that they take the majority of the percentage. LiveJasmin allows you to increase your percentage, but it doesn't stay like that. Each pay period, if you're not meeting that quota, pretty much, it'll drop you back down. So that's what I don't like. I'm like, oh, please let me make my money. If I'm showing my, you know, privates and things like that, let me make some money. So that's the only thing I don't like. But other than that, it's fine. Really good people that I have come in contact with. Let's see what else. Streamate, pretty much the same thing, except there's no real increase in your percentage. What you can do is, after whatever, you probably have to make them so much money before they enable your gold shows, which is what they used to do maybe a year ago until a little over a year ago. They don't do, or maybe even some months, I'm not sure, but they're not allowing all of the females to do gold shows. If you know anything about Streamate, then you know that a gold show is, you set a price to where you'll do a, you know, party show pretty much with more than one customer in your room, and they have to pay you a certain amount, but they take the larger percentage of everything. Your tips, the gold shows, they will take 70% of everything. And so you're pretty much, you're making money, and that's a good thing, but you really have to hustle hard on those sites to make money. You have a mixed crowd. I've had Latino men, black men, white guys. I haven't bumped into any Asian men, but all of those that I just named, they're on Streamate. There's a lot of more Caucasian white guys on LiveJasmin, and now I'm on MyFreeCams as Nina Minx, and it's pretty much mixed like Streamate. MyFreeCams has been good to me so far. I mean, I've only been working on it for less than a week, and I'm already making more than I would have made with LiveJasmin or Streamate in a month. So I'm happy about that. But you have to give up a lot more to get that 50-50 that MyFreeCams gives you. They're pretty much saying that they can use your image until forever, eternity. I can use your videos. They can use, I'm just speaking in, you know, like as if I were them. You know, I could use your videos, I could use your images, anything you upload to their site, you've given them permission to use once they've accepted you. They can use your personas, and not to say that you couldn't use them either once you left, but it's just basically saying that you give them permission, excuse me, to use it. What else? Yeah, you giving them permission to use it, and they can use it, their grandchildren, great-grands, to the however many generations. You know, once you break the contract with them, that doesn't stop. You've given them an irrevocable, meaning you cannot take that back. You've given them irrevocable permission, you know, to use it, and you electronically sign this, and once you get accepted, you know, it's pretty much just like every other site, except it works differently. Instead of you seeing how much you're making, like on LiveJasmin and Streamate, I don't know how it is for other sites, I can't say, except for the 3 that I've been on. This one works off of tokens, so the men purchase however many tokens that they're gonna buy, and there's different packages that they can purchase. Some guys will come in and they'll try to tip you 5 tokens, show me your titties. Okay, 1 token is 5 cents. So, are you gonna show your titties for 25 cents? No, I didn't think so. So, a female, one of the models, she was a guest and she was browsing, but she was cool as hell because she told me to like mute some of the basic guests, mute the basic members, and to mute the guests. so that I could just be conversating with the paid members on the site. And I thought that was so cool. I'm like, thank you. And they was like, oh, that's not a model. So she logged in under her model page, and lo and behold, she is a model. And I really appreciated her for putting me up on that. So another two of the actual members, paid members that were there, they were telling me the same thing. And they also told me, because I kind of remembered how much the tokens was worth, but I was just so excited to have men in my room, you know, and I was like just doing that little stuff, and I'm like, oh, there go 5 tokens. But then the guy, you know, refreshed my memory. So I did that, and I upped it. He said make a room topic. My room topic became that, you know, what I would charge to show my breasts, what I would charge to show like my bare naked ass. And I'm not showing my, you know, candy or my goodies, whatever you would like to call them. I'm not showing that in a public chat, but you can. That's the difference with MyFreeCams. So I like them so far. You know, I'm gonna see how things progress. Like I said, I'm new there, but that's been my experience. I mean, you get some good people, you get some bad people, you get some people who, you know, will try to feel you out to see if they're gonna, you know, spend money with you. You get some people who just come out and spend money with you. You'll get people who will try to get everything for free because they know you're new. And then sometimes they try to do it with the more experienced models, but they pretty much ignore them and keep the party moving and keep entertaining. A lot of times you may have to tell, for new girls, this is for you, you may have to tell them I am an entertainer, because they're going to try to get you to chat with them outside. They're going to try to get you to do Skype shows with those. They'll tell you, oh, $1,200, that's what one guy told me. But I thought about it. I'm like, if I did a Skype show outside here for $1,200 for an hour and a half, you could go and dispute the charges on PayPal, and I'm just not trying to go through all of that. So I decline, you know, politely to do those shows outside of the cam sites, which they have your credit card information. You know, we're not going through a medium, which is PayPal, which is cool, but if I'm going through PayPal, it's going to be because I have my business name and all of that attached to a PayPal account. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to cheat me out of my money, especially when I'm doing a service for you, you know, an entertainer. So let them know I'm an entertainer. Okay. Beyond that, what I wanted to also talk about is finances. I want to talk about health insurance with you. I want to talk about repaying debt. I want to talk about taxes. So, of course, we all want to make money, but in order to really take care of ourselves and secure ourselves, we have to spend money as well. We got to spend money on bills, you know, and I don't have too many right now, but I can still talk about it and I know about it. I've had a business prior to camming, and it wasn't, you know, I think I had it for like a few years, and then that was that. But to get away from myself and talk about what, you know, I want to share, which some people may know, some people may not know, but I want to start with what I think at the present time is most important is health insurance. There are plenty of places where you can get health insurance. You can get quotes from health insurance companies, just like you can get it from Geico, you know, for car insurance. So health insurance is good. A deductible is what you have to pay by the end of a year. So in a year, you have to pay them that amount of money. So whether your year was from May to May, you know, that's what you have to pay them. So if you get a $1,500 deductible, $2,500. That's what you have to pay by the end of the year your health insurance started. Excuse me, my computer is messing up. Anyway, and you'll have coverage for primary care, hospitalization, and things, you know, along that line for your personal health. I also want to talk about paying taxes. I don't know if you have to have a business license, but if you make over so much money with these cam sites, you will be receiving a 1099, and you will be responsible for paying your own taxes, because they report to the IRS what they've made. They write off what they've, you know, paid each person, and then they're going to put what they've paid you into your 1099, your identification number, which is probably your social security number, or your tax ID number, which you get from the IRS. So just make sure you look at the IRS into paying taxes, how much you need to take out. If you're going to pay yourself every week, every 2 weeks, however they pay you, I think that's how you should pay, you know, yourself. You can get a check system. You can buy these things. Look on places like Amazon, go to like electronic places that cater to selling you software, and you can get a check printing system so that you've printed out checks for yourself. You have check stubs, you can keep track of it like that. And on your software, there should be a place where you can keep track of what you've done as well, and factor in taxes and things like that. And once you put in the amount that was the gross, then everything else should kind of trickle down due to what you've set already in there of how much taxes that you need to take out. Let's see, and then you know, do what you need to do beyond that. Have it linked to whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know everything about it, but just putting that information out there. Along with taxes, you should definitely get an EIN number. That's an employer identification number, but you are your employee. So go to the IRS, get that information. I want to talk also about looking into a 401k, and that is retirement. Don't know how long some people are planning on camming, but no matter how long you're planning on camming, you should be putting money away for your retirement into a 401k. Look into it. If it's too much at the time, don't worry about it. Whatever you can put away, even if your 401k happens to be a savings that you've set up for yourself, if you put away a couple, maybe $50 a month, if you can do that, if you put away $20 a month towards your retirement, it's all going to add up. And that's the same thing with what I was going to go into next, which is repaying debts, because so many of the majority of us are in debt, and so you will be able to legally, without paying for it, you get one free credit report per year, and you can go to annualcreditreport.com, and you will get it from the 3 credit bureaus in the United States. That is TransUnion, Experian, and so that's TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Those are the ones that have your credit report and credit scores. You don't have to go through any fancy credit, site.com. You don't have to do that unless you want your credit score, which you still can get that from some other place too. But back along those lines, find out who you owe, what you owe, and start making those payments to the people. You don't have to do it in one lump sum. give them a call. Hi, my name is such and such a so-and-so, and I wanted to start setting up monthly payments of $20, $15. I can afford to send you $15 a month. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. If I'm mailing my payments in, who do I mail it to? Who would, what department would I be mailing it to? Okay. Okay, and if I wanted to put it on my debit card, can I do that with you now? Make sure you write down who you talk to. Make sure you wrote down what account, or a card that is coming off of, and, all of that good stuff. So you pay the smallest ones first. Don't try to eat the whole elephant. You know what I mean? Like, one little bit at a time. That's how you do it. Let's see. Yeah. So basically, take care of your health. You want to pay your debts back so you could be debt free. You won't have that worry, and you could do more with your money. Taxes, and basically, you want to go out, but sometimes you have to take a step back and say, you know what, I have things to do. I can't go out this week. That will save you some money. You don't want to spread yourself out too thin. And if you're just now doing that, in camming or in any aspect of business that you ever want to go to, you definitely just want to make sure that you take care of the things so that you don't have any long-term financial hurdles to, get over. So I suggest that you go get your free credit report if you don't already know about it, and see who you owe and start to make arrangements. And whatever you can pay. If you have to do it one at a time, call them one at a time. When you finish paying one off, they gotta take that out of there. It's gone. If you want to go and do two at a time, do what you can do. Don't overextend yourself. You know your bills. You know what you like to do or what you need to do to keep yourself level-headed, happy. You don't want to overextend yourself trying to pay everybody at once. So I get that too. But I just wanted to put this information out there. If anybody has any questions, or they want to talk about anything, send me a message. I'll probably try to put my email address in the little section at the bottom so that will be readily available. If you have anything that you want to ask, if you're a newbie or just thinking about doing it. But I really do hope that this was informative, not just to cam girls, but to anybody else who just might have come up upon this video. Thank you for listening to my experience and my journal of my cam experience, and see you in the next video. Bye.